Now, after understanding about the phases of growth, we shall now understand that how the rate can be measured. That is, how does this growth occurs within an organism. Therefore, growth rate can be defined as increased growth of an organism that is measured per unit time. In order to understand growth rate, various parameters can be taken. However, in order to study the growth rate, the most common one out of all is increase in the number or size of the cell per unit time. That is, this is the most common parameter or factor which helps in calculating the growth rate. This figure depicts the growth curve of an organism. Here, the parameter that is undertaken in order to study the growth rate is the size or weight of an organism that is measured per unit time. As it can be seen, that this growth curve mainly consists of three phases, that is, delay phase, exponential, and stationary phase. Since this curve is of S-shape, such a growth curve is known as S-shaped curve or sigmoid curve. As it can be seen from this figure, that the growth of the plant initially remains at a constant state, that is, the cell division occurs in low amount. Gradually, with the time, there occurs a rapid cell division stage where large number of cells with the increasing size occurs. After this, there occurs a phase or a time when the growth of the cell and size remains constant and there occurs no increase further in the cell size or weight. Thereby, the growth curve is divided into three phases. First, lay phase, where low rate of cell division occurs, due to which very less number of cells are produced. Or we can say that a small amount or a small increase in size occurs. Following it comes the second phase, that is elongation phase. It is considered as the most important phase out of all three because here a rapid increase in the number and cell size occurs. Due to rapid cell division and differentiation of the tissues. Following it comes the final and third phase, that is stationary phase, where again the growth of the cell slows down and attains a stage where it remains constant. Thus, this is all about the growth rate of any organism or a plant. Now we will understand that how this growth rate can be measured. At a cellular level, growth is considered as an increase in the amount of protoplasm and therefore it is difficult to measure directly. So various methods have been employed so that it can be measured in some quantity which can be either more or less in proportionality. So the various methods that are used for the measurement of growth includes measuring the length of the plant with the help of a measuring tape. Or the second method can be by counting the increase in number of branches, stems, leaves from time to time. That is at a definite time period. The third method can be calculating and comparing the dry weight of the plant with its normal weight. Or another method can be to have a watch in the aerial spread of the plant. That is, this can also be taken into consideration. However, these all methods that have been mentioned till now can help in calculating the approximate growth of the plant. In order to calculate the exact measurement of growth, an instrument known as oxanometer is used. This is a figure of the instrument, that is arc oxanometer. As said, this instrument, that is oxanometer, is used for the exact measurement of the growth of the plant. Now, how does it function? As it can be seen from the figure, in this instrument, one end of the thread is tied to the apical bud area of the plant and the other end is passed over the pulley and is attached to the suspended area to which the pulley is attached. That is attached to the apparatus. Then it is suspended by a weight that is attached to the other end of the thread. The position of this is noted on the indicator and therefore gradually with time as the growth increases, then there occurs increase in weight, which can gradually measured from this indicator. And so, as the growth occurs, the weighed end of the thread moves gradually towards it and gets bent down towards it. And therefore, this distance is measured at regular and proper time intervals. So, functioning of the instrument. As said, this functioning takes place in few steps like first, the thread is attached to the apical bud area of the plant. Following it comes the second step, that is this thread which is attached to the apical bud is then passed over the pulley and is attached to the apparatus. That is suspended with an indicator. And therefore, now, if the growth occurs, then the weighed end of the indicator moves gradually downwards. And therefore, in this manner, proper and exact measurement of the growth of the plant can be calculated. This distance should be measured at proper time intervals so that proper growth measurement can be calculated.